You have been carrying too much guilt for too long, blaming yourself for things that did not go the way you hoped, replaying moments in your mind, wondering what you should have said differently, what you should have done differently, or how your life could have turned out if you had made better choices. And little by little, that weight has exhausted you, because even during quiet moments, your mind still keeps returning to the past, to mistakes, to regrets, to things you wish you could undo. But listen to me carefully today. You were never meant to live trapped in endless self-condemnation. Yes, you have made mistakes. Yes, there are things you wish had gone differently. But your entire life cannot be reduced to your worst moments, and your future is not destroyed because of your past. You have spent so much time being harsh with yourself, speaking to yourself without kindness, carrying responsibility for things that were never completely yours to carry. Some of the pain you blame yourself for was not fully your fault. Some wounds came from being hurt, abandoned, misunderstood, or overwhelmed. And some choices were made while you were emotionally exhausted and trying your best to survive, yet you keep punishing yourself as though you deserve no grace. But I do not speak to you the way you speak to yourself. I do not look at you with constant disappointment. I do not wake up searching for reasons to reject you. I see your heart more deeply than you realize. I see how much you have suffered silently. I see how hard you have tried to hold everything together, and I see how tired you are of carrying this invisible weight inside you. So stop believing that you must punish yourself forever in order to deserve peace. Healing does not begin through self-hatred. And growth does not come from constantly attacking yourself. You do not become stronger by living in endless shame. There comes a moment when you must allow yourself to breathe again, a moment where you stop reliving the same pain every day, a moment where you stop defining yourself only by regret, because your story is not over, and there is still goodness ahead of you, still healing ahead of you, still peace ahead of you. Even now, when your heart feels tired and heavy, you are not beyond grace, you are not ruined, and you are not hopeless. You are still deeply loved, and your life still matters. There are nights when you smile in front of others, but privately, your thoughts become heavy again. You remember the things that went wrong, the opportunities you lost, the relationships that broke apart. The moments where you wish you had been wiser, calmer, stronger, and sometimes you wonder if your own mistakes ruined the future you were supposed to have. But listen to me carefully, a painful chapter is not the end of your story, and one season of failure does not erase your worth. You have spent so much energy looking backward, that you barely allow yourself to believe something beautiful could still happen ahead of you. Yet I am still guiding your life even now, even in seasons that feel confusing, even after disappointment, even after tears. You think I only stay close to people who never struggle, but that is not true. I stay close to the weary, to the discouraged, to the people who feel ashamed, to the ones quietly asking, can my life still become something good? And the answer is yes. You are not disqualified from love because you are imperfect. You are not abandoned because you fell down. And you are not forgotten because your path became messy. Some of the strongest hearts are formed through seasons of breaking, not because pain is beautiful, but because surviving it changes you deeply. You have learned compassion through suffering. You have learned endurance through difficult nights. You have learned how fragile life truly is. and even though this season exhausted you, it also softened parts of your heart that had become guarded for too long. So stop seeing yourself only through the lens of regret. There is still goodness inside you, still kindness inside you, still purpose inside you. You are more than the mistakes your mind keeps replaying, more than the fears that keep you awake at night, more than the voice that constantly tells you, you should have done better. You are human, you were never meant to carry perfection, and some things in your life were always going to require grace, patience, and healing. So today, release the idea that your life must be flawless before you deserve peace, because peace was never meant only for perfect people. Peace is for tired hearts too. Peace is for people who are still healing. Peace is for people learning how to forgive themselves one day at a time, and slowly. You are learning that too. So tonight, stop fighting yourself for a moment. Stop replaying every mistake. Stop reopening wounds that have already stolen enough of your peace. You do not need to spend the rest of your life proving that you are sorry. There comes a time when healing begins with acceptance. Acceptance that you are human. Acceptance that you were carrying more pain than people realized. Acceptance that some chapters hurt you deeply and changed you in ways you are still trying to understand, but despite all of that, you are still here, still breathing, still hoping, still searching for light even after dark seasons tried to convince you to give up, and that matters more than you know. You think your life has fallen too far behind, but I am still able to restore what feels broken, still able to bring peace into exhausted places inside you, still able to guide you forward one small step at a time. So do not lose yourself in endless regret, do not let shame become your identity, and do not believe the lie that your best days are permanently gone. Your story is still unfolding. There are still moments ahead that will make your heart feel alive again, still people you have not met yet, still prayers that have not been answered yet, still healing that has not fully arrived yet. You may not see everything changing overnight, but slowly, quietly, your heart is learning how to breathe again. And one day you will realize, you survived a season that once felt impossible to survive. So rest tonight, not because every problem has disappeared, but because you do not have to carry all this weight alone anymore. You are still loved, still seen, still guided, and your life still has meaning far beyond this painful season. Even now, there is hope for you.